Is this the fall of the mighty half-pound meatball? Yet another family-favorite restaurant is in financial trouble, which means big changes are on the horizon. The beloved Italian chain Buca di Beppo hasn't been doing well lately. On August 5th, the restaurant said it had filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, but has trouble been brewing for a while? And will the restaurant be able to bounce back? Before we start sounding the death knell for this Italian eatery, there are a few factors about this move to keep in mind. The restaurant chain has already closed many of its locations in recent years, so the bankruptcy news isn't a total shock. However, the idea behind voluntarily filing for bankruptcy is to focus on the remaining locations and get a better handle on its operations. A court filing on the action states the company has faced economic headwinds, just like many other restaurants in recent years, putting the blame on the pandemic, inflation, dwindling demand, and rising prices. These same pressures played a part in Red Lobster's fall earlier this year when it filed for bankruptcy in the face of mounting debt. Buca di Beppo's court filing says the company's sales have gone down by about 5% this year. Still, Buca di Beppo is optimistic about its future and believes this bankruptcy filing is a step in the right direction for improving its outlook. The restaurant got its start in the basement of a Minneapolis apartment building in 1993. Buca Little Italy, as it was called at the time, was a big hit with diners and just the beginning of the company's expansion. And no wonder. The concept of a la carte dishes meant to be passed around the table family style brought people together over massive bowls of fettuccine alfredo, chicken parm, and half-pound meatballs. The chain was listed on the stock market in 1999 and eventually had more than 100 locations around the world. Since trouble started brewing for Buca di Beppo, many of its locations have bit the dust. Just this year, 18 stores have been shuttered, and a whopping 12 of those were just last month.
Popular Italian restaurant closing its doors for good in Sacramento.
That leaves the chain with 44 remaining restaurants in the U.S., along with 2 listed in the Philippines. According to Buca's website, you can still visit an open Buca di Beppo in Arizona, California, Florida, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Minnesota, Missouri, Nevada, New Mexico, Ohio, Tennessee, Texas, and Washington. So what's next for the beloved eatery? Often, the word bankruptcy sparks thoughts of a company's imminent downfall, but Buca di Beppo isn't disappearing. As the company made clear in its court filing, the plan moving forward is to revitalize the brand by making company-wide improvements. This includes reducing its debt, offloading bad lease agreements, and improving store operations overall. It also plans to keep the remaining locations running business as usual with as minimal interruption as possible, according to the filing. So there's definitely room for Buca di Beppo to use this Chapter 11 bankruptcy as an opportunity to turn the whole ship around and get back to being a profitable company. If you're familiar with the story behind Buca di Beppo, then you know its concept is pretty solid. For diners who want a cozy, family-style meal without making a mess in the kitchen, Buca is the place to go.
I'm eating food, lots and lots of food.
So those of us who love its kitschy ambience, Pope-themed rooms, and fist-sized meatballs will be keeping our fingers crossed for Buca to bounce back.